Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tash. I'm a holistic health coach and a breathwork facilitator, helping women to get their period back with hypothalamic amenorrhea. In today's video, I wanted to talk all about the ways in which getting your period back changes your life. So it doesn't just give you your physical bleed, it gives you way more than that. And hopefully this will give you a bit of extra motivation and push for your journey for period recovery. So the first one is freedom with food. You have so much more space in your mind when you're not thinking about food constantly, when you're not tracking your food, thinking about what you're going to eat later. You just have that freedom to enjoy all different foods, and you're able to go out with meals with your friends and just enjoy life and enjoy food, because food is there for fuel but also there for pleasure. I remember even telling myself that I don't like takeaways, and I especially don't like takeaway pizzas, things like that. But during recovery, I was encouraged by my coach to start introducing pizza and seeing if I like it, introducing takeaways. And you know what? I actually like takeaway pizza. It's actually all right. It wasn't this big, disgusting thing I made up in my head. So I basically got over that and was able to find that freedom with food, and actually something that I actually kind of enjoyed. Another way in which getting your period back with HA changes your life is you're able to develop better relationships with your friends and your boyfriends even. You might notice that you can interact with them better, you're more present, and you're able to be more relaxed around them as well. You can, like I said, go out for a meal, not be the really awkward person on the table that just doesn't know what to eat and is really picky. Your libido may increase, therefore your partnership might flourish in that respect as well. Another big thing is you develop a deeper relationship with your body. This is what I see with all clients as well as my own experience. You are more in tune with your body. You know when your body's out of balance. You can really feel it. You listen to your body's cues, the hunger cues, the mental cues when you need to rest more. You develop a gratitude towards your body, what it actually can do, like knowing that all these hormones every month are fluctuating and you get a period. You know yourself way more in depth. You might be able to track your cycle, know when you're ovulating, and just knowing in whole way more about the menstrual cycle as a whole. So you can just really find gratitude towards that and your body rather than disregarding your body. I often thought that my body was broken, and I hear this with clients too, that I can't get my period back, it must just be me. But once you get your period back and you realize, and you've gone through this journey with your body, you realize it was just doing all of this thing for you to keep you safe, and it wants to earn your trust back. Another way in which getting your period back with HA really improves your life and changes your life is if you worked on them underlying issues and the mindset, which is what I do with my coaching. We dig deeper. Then you can shift your core beliefs and your values and your relationship around exercise and fitness. Now, this is really important because then you realize what your body can handle when it needs to rest, your cues when you're going out of balance, how to even fuel yourself for the workouts as well. You can learn to take that step back and not be so intense with your workouts, and therefore you might even enjoy your workouts more. You find what you truly like to do and how you truly like to move your body. You're seeing exercise as a pleasure, not a chore. You're realizing when you're ill that you can rest and it's okay, and you're happy with resting. You need to go through these process, and it can seem really hard. Like, trust me, I was so into working out. I was so into working out. I was working out 4 times a week, which to me felt like quite a lot. I was writing down all of my increments and what the weights I was lifting, being really quite serious with it, along with the food aspect. And it took up so much of my time. I can't even believe and even think how I fit that in, basically. Obviously, it was way more of a priority than it is now. Now I work out once, maybe twice a week. And I'm much more happy with that. I'm much more flexible with that. It's just not taking over my life. But I still want to move my body. I still enjoy to move my body and know it's healthy to move my body, but in a way that I much more prefer and in a much more flexible and chilled way, basically. Another big thing going through this journey and out the other end is that you realize what healthy truly means. So you think, I'm being healthy because I'm eating these low calorie foods, or I'm watching what I'm eating, I'm tracking my calories, I'm working out, so therefore I'm really healthy. This is what everyone tells us health is. But really, when you haven't got that period and you realize that your mindset is quite rigid with food and movement, for instance, or you are actually quite stressed out, you realize that's actually not really healthy. When you're taking that holistic viewpoint treatment and approach, you realize that's not healthy. And so many of my clients realize, actually, no, I wasn't healthy, and I know what health actually is now. With getting your period back also comes fertility. If we're ovulating, producing progesterone, and we're able to get pregnant if we want to as well. Another way in which getting your period back with HA is more than the physical bleed is that you're now producing enough sex hormones. Therefore, you might notice your hair's getting better and stronger, your nails are getting stronger. You might be feeling like your temperature is a bit better. You're not so cold all the time. You're not so irritated. You're not so anxious. You might have more energy too and be able to recover from the gym way better. You haven't got these reoccurring injuries from exercising. Another big one that I see with clients is you're more relaxed with how you look. So for example, one of my clients was constantly looking in the mirror. It's one of the things that we broke down, one of her reassurance habits of mirror checking. And she was looking in the mirror about 40 times a day. I got her to write them all down. There's around about 40 times a day. And we literally cut that right back because she worked so hard. She says she now barely looks in the mirror. She only ever looks in it to see what her outfit looks like in the morning, just do a general check, and that's it. And she's done so well, and really cut out that body shame. So things like that as well, working through all of those things just changes your life in so many different ways. And finally, you just get to know yourself way better. You get to know what you really value, what you really appreciate in life, how you got to this step of losing your period, which is no shame at all, but you can realize the steps and realize how far you've come, how you can pivot it, just knowing yourself way better. And also therefore knowing when you're out of balance, you feel more aligned. So when you do sneak off the path, you know how to rectify it, and you can really tell and highlight that. So these are some of the ways that getting your period back is more than a bleed and can change your life in so many different ways. So hopefully this motivates you to keep on going, or maybe even start your recovery journey. If you're struggling to get your period back, then feel free to DM me over on Instagram or comment down below on here and reach out to me. So on Instagram, you can find me at dr.hole.hartley.tash. I'd love to hear from you. And also if you've got any comments about how getting your period back has changed your life, I'd also love to know too. See you in the next video.